Hey guys, Tom Sappington here. I'm in the back part of the property, locked in four-wheel drive. Finley's running with the deer. We had some run by, and they actually know him well enough, and he knows not to chase him to hurt him. They actually play tag. And I thought I'd take a minute here to say hi to you guys and share a little bit about my journey in this business. Restaurants, construction, warehousing. It didn't give me there was nothing there that I learned in my past that would prepare me for this industry. And so, you know, I'm a regular, average, ordinary guy that just was willing to work hard. But, you know, what separated me from my past was I was willing to be coached. And I had a coach that asked me, he said, Tom, how do you want to be coached? And I let him know that, you know, I want it tough, I want it right in my face, but there's other people that don't want it like that. However, everything that's duplicated, that's made the business grow for me, wasn't necessarily what would work for me or work for somebody else, but it was what duplicates in the business. And in this world of networking and relationship marketing, you need to understand, you need to get something that duplicates, not necessarily what works for an individual. Duplication is the key to success. The 4 attributes that was shared to me early on of a successful system. Number 1 is, does it work 4 levels deep? Will what you're doing work, you know, in your organization? And, you know, so it duplicates. It will continue to grow and run away from you. So you have to ask yourself, what am I doing? Is it going to duplicate? Is it going to work 4 levels deep? And will my business continue to run away from me? The second thing that we need to ask ourselves is, will it work with a total stranger? Can somebody I don't even know, or somebody my friends don't even know, will they be able to have success with the system that's being used? And the key there is, it runs away from you. In other words, it will work with a total stranger. People that have like influence over their friends can pretty much maybe get a few bridge buddies to come on board, but after that happens, then your business stops. It stops because there's no more influence. You want your business to run away, so you have to practice the systems early on when you first start that will work not only 4 levels deep, but will work with a total stranger. Also, will it work 1,000 miles away? You know, your business is localized for your certain amount of friends and family, but today, you know, I've got friends that got me started in this industry, and they're 800 miles away from my house. How did that work? Well, they knew something that was going to duplicate. And when they shared the information with a system, I sought them out and I go, you know what, you make a lot of sense. I like this. This makes a lot of sense to me. So it worked with a total stranger, and it worked 1,000 miles away, right? And then you have to ask yourself, can a person that doesn't have significant prowess in this world, like he's not, you know, got a lot of influence over other people, and my friend that shared this business with me said, can a dud recruit a stud? And, you know, I'm not necessarily really fond of them terms, but the bottom line is, can a kid who has an old rusty pickup truck, a level, a screw gun, and a ladder, who works for one of these electronics stores, go into and he hangs TVs? Can he go into some opulent mansion of some guy who just dropped $9,000 on a television and have a chance to recruit that person? And if they're using a predictable system that's going to grow or run away from them, that kid, that guy in that old rusty truck with the level and the screw gun, is going to have a chance to recruit that banker, billionaire, whatever he is, some sophisticated, high-level, highfalutin, country club living guy. He can get him on his team. You know why? Because he understands that it's not about that kid with the screw gun and the rusty truck. It's about the system that he played. Do you know, even anybody can find something. You could be walking through the woods, you kick a rock over, you find a relic that's worth hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, and it didn't take a special skill set to do that. It took, you found it. And when you service this industry properly, people understand that you stumbled on it the same as somebody else stumbled onto it. And it doesn't matter how rich, what color you are, where you come from. The bottom line is it's going to work for them the way it's working for you, and it's the way it's worked for people before. It works 4 levels deep. It works with a total stranger. It works 1,000 miles away. And a person can influence an influencer even when they typically don't have a lot of influence. I hope this makes a lot of sense to you. Keep it up, stay strong, keep your belief. Belief will create activity, and activity creates results. And when you get results, your belief goes up, and it means you have even more activity. So don't slow down.